I got cheated on while raising our 2-month-old at home. My fiancé cheated on me when I was raising our son pretty much by myself. Our son was 3 weeks old when his job set him up 2.5 hours away. Fast forward to our son turning 2 months old, my fiancé that following Wednesday, went and met a girl at her hotel room after meeting at the bar. Fast forward to 2 weeks later, I found out by seeing a text by someone named Painter Dan. Being noisy me, I read the messages and found he was cheating on me with this girl. When I went to confront him, he claimed it was his roommate that was messaging this girl. I didn't believe it for 1 second because in the messages he stated his name. It took my fiancé 2 days to finally admit he cheated. I went a week no contact, besides of info on his son, because I'm not a bitter baby mama. I chose to got back because I'm currently a stay-at-home mum and really have nowhere to go. But recently he's been throwing in my face that I don't feel bad for him nor care about his mental health. I did state that no, I don't care because he never cared for a second in his selfish act for my mental health nor feel bad he cheated. Am I wrong for not being supportive and more doing what's best for our son? Is this cheating? Give me your honest opinion please. My GF's roommate was recently single, so I set her up with my best buddy. We did a few group hangouts and had a good time. One night I had to work and the 3 of them went to a party without me. Later my GF is acting weird, accusing me of things I never did. I get word from another friend of mine who was at the party that my best buddy had been telling her to break up with me and date him instead. He told her lies about me and her and him talked rubbish about me the whole night. Nothing physical occurred. I called my GF out on it and she strongly denied that they talked about me at all or that he came onto her until I eventually told her that my other friend watched it happen. She says this isn't cheating, but to me it is. Update: forgot to add, she asked me a few days later if we could do a double date with her roommate and him. I blew up on her for this and she said I was overreacting and abusing her. Is my girlfriend still cheating on me? This might be hard to follow, but please bear with me. Me, 27M, and GF, 25F, have been together for about 8, almost 9 years now. Around year 3 she started working a summer job where they were going out all the time. During that summer she started using sugars on a regular basis while out with her friends. That fall she told me that on 2 occasions she did something wrong. The first time she kissed someone while drunk and the second she had spicy time with a different person. We moved past it after a few months and did not break up. It hurt me, but she made me feel as if she wouldn't do it again. The next summer, year 4, she worked at the same place and was doing the same things, but I didn't think that she was cheating. About 4 months after the summer I looked at her phone and saw that she texted someone that she wanted to hook up with some guy that she worked with. I know that she didn't that night because her friends left her at the bar and she called me and we talked for the rest of the night. I did not confront about the text because I didn't want to tell her I went through her phone. For the next 4 to 5 years she will go out with her old work friends about 5 times a year. She takes sugar and goes to the club without me. She does not tell me really what happened when she is out, and I noticed that she always shaves her private areas, but never shaves them when she is around me. We have lived together for 5 years. She has told me about a time where a guy kissed her, but she said that she didn't kiss him back. Went through her phone again 2 years ago and saw that she texted one of her friends saying that she doesn't want to cheat on me, which was confusing. She keeps asking when I am going to propose to her, but I don't trust her. When she isn't with her friends she is the best girlfriend ever, but I still can't shake the feeling that she is still cheating on me. I have reason to believe that if she has, it has been one-night stands. We have sex regularly, and I don't have any reason to believe that she is, other than when she goes out with her friends. When I have confronted her about why she doesn't tell me anything about going out, she accuses me of being controlling. After writing this I feel like I am an idiot and I am not seeing her for who she really is when she is out with her friends. If anyone has been a serial cheater before, have you stopped while in the same environment that you initially started cheating in? Found emails of husband inquiring about escort services. Years later I still can't get over it. My husband and I have been together for about 7 years now. However, our first year together was pretty rough. Albeit we rushed into marriage due to getting pregnant after a year of dating, we were really happy as a couple and thought we could make it work. About a year into our marriage and after having given birth to our daughter, my husband started acting very distant and off with me. He would get irritated and brush me off for trying to talk to him about how lonely and unsupported I was feeling. One night he had suspiciously gotten back from work later than usual. He had clearly been drinking. After he knocked out with his phone in his hand, I decided to go through his phone. He was out cold, so he didn't feel me take his phone. As suspected, he had been messaging another woman, calling her babe, checking on her at different times of the day, asking for spicy pictures, which he didn't even bother deleting from the messages, reminding her of how beautiful he thought she was, etc. I was heartbroken reading these messages. I felt sick. It had been a while since he talked to me that way, and to make matters worse, according to the dates on the texts, he was trying to meet up with her a few days after our baby was born. I waited till the next morning to confront him. I let the anger fester up inside me all night. When I confronted him in the morning, he didn't deny anything. His first reaction to me was to smirk. He actually didn't really say anything else other than he was sorry. It wasn't until I started crying and threatening to tell his parents that his sorries actually started sounding genuine. He assured me over and over again that he never met up with this woman, and had no actual intentions of doing so. I took his word, made him delete everything right in front of me, and that was that. We talked it out and decided to move on together from that. About half a year later, we started having communication issues and he started acting different again. This time he would lock himself in the bathroom for a suspicious amount of time and several times a day. Again, I decided it was time to look thoroughly through his phone. Now I am not a person who habitually looks through their partner's phone. I actually hate doing it because I myself am not a jealous person. But as his wife, I will not stand being disrespected by the one person who should be standing by me through everything. Especially because I know I am a damn good wife and have done my best to be attentive to his every need. Anyway, upon going through his phone that night while he was asleep, I didn't immediately find anything. That was until I decided to look through his emails. In his sent folder I found him inquiring escort businesses. He was given descriptions of women and prices for their services. He had also been directly messaging high-profile escorts, and other men who have had experiences with them before. These men were really trying to promote these women to my husband, and he would respond very eager and excited to check them out for himself. As you could imagine, my whole world fell to pieces for a second time. He broke my trust yet again. I cried myself to sleep that night. But not before sending myself screenshots of everything I saw. I intentionally left his email open so he would know right away upon unlocking his phone in the morning, that I had caught him. After a long night for me, he finally woke up. He thought I was asleep as I was laying down facing the wall. I heard him grab his phone and could instantly feel his calmness turn to panic. He started softly calling to me, and as soon as he did I burst out sobbing, like I didn't already have a headache from crying all night. Our daughter was blissfully sleeping while my husband tried to explain himself. He couldn't, so he got on his knees and started to tell me how much of an idiot he was. By this time he was crying too, and all I could do was shake my head in disbelief while I tried pushing him away from me. I love this man so much. And since he didn't physically cheat on me, I decided to give him a final chance. It has been really hard for me to move on past it though. The years to follow and up until today, he has been putting in the work and showing up for me and for our family. It's been wonderful. I definitely feel 100% of his love daily. However, because of how disloyal he was at the beginning, I cannot seem to get myself to give him 100% of my love out of fear of being hurt another time. I hate to feel like I hold some type of grudge against him. I talk to him about it and he is very understanding. At this point in our lives, I wish nothing more than to just move on from the whole thing, but I'm having a hard time with that. Has anyone else gone through something similar? Share your story in the comments. I would love to add them to a video.